So in this video, we're going to review what is called our buyer's estimated closing cost sheet. This is a form I will send over with any property that you're interested in offering on. Uh, if you're offering on multiple properties, you're going to become super familiar with this, but I wanted to create a quick video as a baseline example. One thing I would like to say as a disclaimer to kick off this video is please, please, please corroborate these numbers and your understanding of these costs with your lender. What I am sending to you here is a very quick gut check on a ballpark figure of what it will cost to close on a particular property. A lot of these things could change based on your lender, your settlement date, your interest rate, and so forth. So definitely make sure to have them run a similar cost sheet for you. They'll be able to run multiple throughout the process as you're changing your settlement dates and if interest rates are moving and things of that nature. So it's really, really important to understand that. Let's take a quick step through here. We have a example of a property in the Point Breeze area of Philadelphia. Um, we are using the example of a conventional loan with a 3.5% interest rate. This property is currently listed at $599. My clients and I decided that we were going to come in with an offer of $590 and a settlement date about 2 months, 60 days from where we're at today in early April there. So you want to check some of those things at the top. Again, that date, that interest rate, and that loan amount based on the down payment can really change a lot of these numbers. In your closing cost section, again, this is going to be a lot of those lender fees. So this could change if they're charging you discount points to get a better interest rate. Their appraisal fees may be a little different. So these are small fees, but it could throw off the numbers a little bit. So again, this is just a ballpark idea, really quick gut check. Some of these fees are things that you can't really shop around for. Title insurance is going to be title insurance, depending on where it's at. Again, welcome to Philadelphia. The transfer tax here is a little over 2%, some of the highest. I think it is actually the highest in the state. So that's going to be a significant chunk of your closing costs. Your mortgage company will require you to escrow certain things like homeowners insurance, condo fees, things of that nature. Again, that needs to be plugged in the situation. The transaction summary is really where you want to quickly focus your attention. We have our purchase price. We have those closing costs that are summed from above. Your mortgage amount, any type of mortgage insurance, things of that nature. One thing I did want to call out in this section here is your earnest money deposit. So very commonplace when submitting an offer that you're going to be putting in that good faith deposit, like we like to call it. In this case, I marked it up as $5,000. That's pretty standard. Again, this is just to show the seller that you are financially invested in the offer. Again, in no situation should hopefully you're not backing out of the offer for one reason or another. If you do and you are in breach of the contract, if you back out because of something that you're not entitled to back out, this is their financial compensation that they can retain because of that. Assuming everything goes swell along with the contract and you close on the property, et cetera, that initial deposit that you sent over with the offer is simply credited towards the bottom line here, which is what you can see. Total cash to close is actually 81,000. However, total cash at the settlement table is 76,000. Last thing I'm going to touch on this video is really just these monthly payments. This is really what most buyers care about at the end of the day. In this case, one of the things I wanted to call out was the mortgage insurance specifically. Again, anytime you're putting that less than 20% down, right? So in this case, we use 10%. You're going to be required to pay some type of premium monthly. So in this case, it's almost 10% of the total payment. So keep that in mind. If you can put a little bit more down, you might be able to save that fee. Also keep in mind that if you don't want to put that much down or just simply cannot, you can get this fee removed at a future point in the loan. You can approach your lender when you believe you have a 20% equity stake. So maybe 5 years down the line, the house appreciates in value just at your degree where your balance is 80% of what you think you could sell it for. You could go back to them, have them appraise that, and basically refinance this or get your payment changed in the form of dropping that what's called PMI. Again, principal interest, your real estate taxes, you always want to double check to make sure that the tax amount is correct, if there was an abatement promised to you from your realtor, or if there was an abatement advertised, you want to make sure you see that paperwork before you sign the settlement documents. And then again, the big the payment is what most people care about. That's at the bottom. For any property we're offering on, we're going to have buyers sign this document just so that we understand we're on the same page, we've had the conversation, and we have a rough idea of what the total cost to close on this particular property are. That wraps up this document.